So let's talk about static versus non-static methods. In order to do that, I will have to go inside of the person class, and then let's look at the getAge and setAge methods. So have you noticed that we have to create an object, and then from that object we then use the method? What if I tried to say person.getAge? What would happen? See? It underlines it. So it actually can't recognize this method. Reason being is because the method is non-static. So non-static methods on classes can only be accessible if an object has been created for that class, and then from that object we have access to those methods. But if we have a static method, then we can have access to that method right from the class. Let's actually go ahead and create a static method. I will say static public void greet, and then I will say console write line and hello. So then let's go back to the program and say person greet. See that? This works. GetAge was underlined red because it was non-static, but this one works just fine. And it'll work even if I breakpoint here, just so that the console doesn't close. And let's actually check it out. See, 2529 from the previous example, and then hello. So we're able to access it on the class. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the format. So I will go inside of the person again, and let's look at the static method. So you see that the only difference here is that I have the static keyword, which is a reserved keyword again. And if you take it out, then it automatically becomes a non-static. So if I take this out actually, and then go back to the program, you'll see that it's being underlined red because it can't be recognized. And that's because it's non-static, as you already know. But I will make it static once again. And then actually a very interesting thing is, remember the console class, which we have been using for a long time now. We've been writing things to the console, and we've been also using readline to get input from a user. Those methods that are on console class, they are actually static. The way we can actually look at the method signature is by right-clicking on the method and then going to go to definition. And you can see here within the console class, we have the write line, which is public static void. This is its signature, the method signature. And it is a static method, meaning that it does not need for the class to create an object. So we can actually have access to this method right from the class. Let's go back. Now, one quick thing is you might notice that in my static method, I don't really need anything from the class. So I don't actually use the age, and I don't pretty much use anything. It's very self-sufficient, and it's just printing something out. Now, that's actually how you want your static methods to be. Though, static methods can still use things from within the class. So if I actually made this field into a static field by just saying static in front of it, then I can use age in here, and I can actually just print the age, and this would work. But if the field was non-static, then this wouldn't work. So actually, let me just put back hello. The thing with statics is that even if you can have static fields within your class and then use them in your static method, you still don't want to do that. The best practice with having static methods within your class is by keeping them self-sufficient, meaning that they have everything that they need in order to perform the process. In this case, it's just printing something out to the console. In your case, it might be something else. But static methods, you want to make sure that they don't have any dependencies on the class. They're very separate. Otherwise, if they need something from the class, then you want to make them non-static. And that's the best practice with static versus non-static.